Now, if you think you should have studied a bit longer, listened to more podcasts and watched more racing replays, relax. This is Festival 5 live on the At The Racers Facebook page and YouTube channel with the 5 big talking points each day of the Cheltenham Festival in the company of one of the leading festival riders of all time. I'm pleased to welcome Barry Geraghty to the show and tipster and pundit Declan Rix. Let's try then, boys, and demystify the festival each morning from 9:30. Thank you very much for joining us. What a week in prospect. Let's try and make some sense of it all. 43 festival winners, Barry, that's all. How does it feel to be watching from where you are today?
Well, it's very different anyway, Alex, and it'll be at a much more relaxed pace, but I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah,
Declan, I've got 28 winners at the moment. How do you approach 4 days like this?
Similar to you, Alex. Yeah, at this moment in time, I've got 28 winners as well, and you know, I'm hoping to sack off the job at the end of the week, and we can all fly off into the sunset together. So looking forward to it.
Let's hope so. Yeah, we've got 5 big talking points. Then let's kick off with our first one, and it is appreciate it, banker or blowout. 6 wins in this race for Willie Mullins. We expected appreciate it to be stepping up in trip at these festivals. A smallish field here, Barry. Are we likely to see a good gallop?
Well, I think he'll make his own running, which he probably will do, and that's no problem to him. He's done it before. But I was a little bit against Appreciate It the last few weeks, expecting better ground. But the rain that came in on Sunday night, I think, has come in his favour, and he's going to be hard to beat.
OK, just to let you know as well, maybe just a light sprinkle of rain overnight as well, which will have just held that moisture in the ground. Declan, Appreciate It, what price do you think he should be?
I think he's probably getting to about his right price now, Alex. I think he's just gone odds on. Since the rain came there on Sunday night, there's been a hell of a lot of money for him. And to be honest, I thought that money might dry up a little bit today, but it doesn't look like that at all. So the punters think he's a banker, and I think he's a banker as well. He's got the best form in this race. He jumps, he travels, he represents Willie Mullins, who would probably peak him for this day. So he still managed to win a Grade 1 last time at the Dublin Racing Festival when not looking at his best. So yes, I think he's a banker for me. It's going to take a small act of God to get this fella beaten.
Let's hope not. Anyway, 2 big ticks then. Appreciate It for Barry, Appreciate It for Declan. I thought that Blue Lord might run OK at a bigger sort of price. Let's move on to talking point number 2 before they have a right to reply for that one. Shishkin, is he the real deal? Now, when Energumene was taken out of this race over the weekend, Nicky Henderson no doubt breathing a huge sigh of relief. Is it simple for Shishkin, Barry? He's looks the complete package, but are there any chinks in that armour?
I don't think there is. No, he's very solid. He was a good winner of the Supreme Novice last year, beating Abracadabras. He's jumped brilliantly on all starts over fences. I don't think he's yet to make a mistake. Very measured, very professional, and it's hard to see past him, really.
Yeah, you've been in Nico's position many times, a short-priced favourite in the Arkle. How do you go out and approach it on a horse like that?
Well, we keep it simple. Obviously, with a small field, you want to keep out of traffic, get a bit of room, probably ride him third or fourth, keep a close eye on All Mankind, and obviously Captain Guinness as well. So, yeah, just sit and wait and wait and wait. Right over plenty of confidence. There's only one winner post.
Declan, there'll be people watching this on their devices this morning going, Shishkin, come on, he's not a betting proposition. Do you feel he is or not?
He's probably not a betting proposition for me and for probably most people watching this, Alex. He's not that kind of the working man's price. But look, he's obviously the most likely winner. Look, his form is rock solid. I think he's got three wide margin wins to his name this season, totaling over 44 lengths. His performances on the clock have been exceptional. The day he won the Wayward Novice Lad at Christmas at Kempton, he was 12 lengths faster than Nuber Negra from 4 out, carrying more weight than him. So, you know, I think if Shishkin was going to run in the champion chase tomorrow, I think he'd probably be second favourite behind Shacklin Poursois. So, look, he looks bomb-proof to me. But, you know, as we know, anything can happen in this game. So he'll still need to jump around and perform. But I think he will. He looks a seriously talented horse.
Yeah, rock solid, isn't it? I remember seeing him at Doncaster, and he's not that imposing to look at, but goodness me, he is athletic. Right, let's try and sort out the big race today. What is our big race verdict for the Champion Hurdle? And Barry, you won on Epatante last year. She looked awesome that day. Can you forgive her that run at Kempton over Christmas?
I think you can. She had a couple of small issues. She was reported to maybe being in season, and she had a little back problem, came to light afterwards. But Nikki says she's in great form. She has a lot of pace. Honeysuckle was very impressive at the Dublin Racing Festival. That wasn't soft, heavy ground. So emphasis were very much on stamina for her. She won the mare's race last year over 2.5. I'm just not fully convinced she has the pace to deal with Epatante. And I think Epatante could be hard to beat, maybe. And I think it's great value at 4-1 against the favourite.
Yeah, she seems astonishing, doesn't it, for a horse who won so well last year, Declan? Have you fallen for Honeysuckle? Can she pull Epatante out of her comfort zone?
Yeah, look, I think everybody has fallen for Honeysuckle. You know, she's an absolutely tremendous horse. She's still unbeaten. She turns up every day. She's getting better as well. She's jumping quicker. She's got an attitude to die for, but I just think she's 11-8 now. There has been a serious load of money for her. I just could not back her at that price. And I'm with Barry in this one. I think Epatante at the prices around 4-1 is the one to be with. You've got to forgive her that run at Kempton. But look, she's in great hands with Nicky Henderson. He brought her from Kempton to Cheltenham to win very impressively last year. And I think he can do it again. So we shall see. It's probably just worth mentioning quickly as well. A lot of our bookmaker friends are playing 4, and even one firm is paying 5 places in this. If you fancy 2 horses, don't be afraid to back 2 in this race, because the bookmakers don't often offer great each way terms like they are. So yeah, I'm going to back Epatante, and I think I'm also going to have a few quid on Sharjah too, if the 2 of you will allow me to have 2 in the race.
You can do what you like, Declan, absolutely. I think, listen, there's so many wonderful stories, aren't there? I mean, Goshen would be a super story, but I'm a big Honeysuckle fan, and I hope to see both herself and Rachel Blackmore flying up that hill at Cheltenham today and lifting today's Champion Hurdle. So, next big question, can it be 10 wins for Willie in the Mares' Hurdle? What a record. Declan, 10 wins for Willie, potentially Concertista. He's got another couple in there as well. Where are you leaning? Yeah,
exactly, Alex. Not only does Willie have the short price favourite in Concertista, but he's got strength in numbers as well here. He's got 3 of the 11 in. Look, I have nothing against Concertista, but her price, similar to Honeysuckle, she's improved again this year. She's a lovely mare. It's just price related for me. And, you know, I would be of the firm opinion that Roxana is actually a better horse than her. I'd be pretty confident on that call. But obviously, Roxana's dropping in trip today, which might not help. But what will help is the 12 or 13 mils they've had in rain over the last couple of days. I think that's really going to bring her into this race. And look, if you're offering me 5-4 Concertista, 11-4, 3-1 Roxana with the skeleton team in such good order, it's got to be Roxana for me at the prices.
OK, at the prices then, that's Declan's views. Barry, you rode Dame de Compagnie to win the Coral Cup last year. Can she spoil Willie's party?
I think she has a chance of getting involved. She's coming back from chasing 2 hurdles, which shouldn't be an issue for her because she's very professional, very slick, has good course form. She's versatile on the ground. I think she has a chance, but I think Concertista is going to be hard to beat. She seems to have improved from last season, and I think she might just have the edge and pace.
Oh, it's going to be a real conundrum, that Mares' Hurdle, isn't it? It's one thing that might not be such a conundrum, and I have to say I'm feeling a little bit outnumbered here, is the race for the Prestbury Cup. Who's going to come out on top at the end of the week? Is it going to be Ireland, Great Britain, or a tie? So, Barry, a bit outnumbered here. It could be a good start for the Irish today.
I think it could be. We're very strong in the graded races, obviously, and then you have the handicaps as well. I think they have a lot of the favourites, and I'd be surprised if the English can come out on top.
Oh, Declan, give me some hope. Can you see any scenario where it's worth taking a gamble on Great Britain?
No, I'm afraid I can't give you much hope, Alex, as I say that with my thick Irish accent. So, look, unfortunately, you've been teamed up here with myself and Barry. But look, I will say one thing. I don't think it's going to be the bloodbath some are suggesting. What Britain do have in their favour is Paul Nicholls and Dan Skelton have both got their teams in good order. Nicky Henderson's horses have been a little bit hit and miss, but they seem to be a lot better now. You know, they've got big guns to fire this week as well. So not going to be the bloodbath probably, but look, there's absolutely no way you could even come close to suggesting Britain are going to win the Prestbury Cup this year.
Oh dear. Well, that told me then, didn't it? That's that. So let's try and find a Team Trixie then. 3 winners for you each day. We've been studying hard, trying to find a little bit of value. I'm really pleased to hear what Declan just had to say about Team Skelton, and that will become apparent in just a moment. But Declan, let's kick off with you, shall we then? Go on. Who are you going for today and why?
Yeah, I'm going to be a bit awkward as usual here, Alex. I'm actually going to have a bet in an alternative market. I'm going to back Ballyadam without appreciated at around 11-4. I think he was actually 3-1 last night, so there's a little bit of confidence with him. So what that basically means is if Ballyadam beats appreciated or finishes second to him, we get paid. I have no doubt in my mind that Ballyadam should be second favourite in this race. I hear he's settled in well into his new surroundings at the Henry de Bromhead Yard, and I think he's going to love getting on this better ground with a nice gallop to run at. So it's going to be Ballyadam without appreciated for me.
And a little bird tells me, Declan, that there's some support for him, and he's now a best price 5-2. So that second favouritism berth could well be his. So good luck with your selection. Barry, Concertista is a wonderful mare with a wonderful Cheltenham record, and you think she can continue that today?
I do. She won well at the festival last season. She's 2 good wins in Farias and Leopardson this year. She's improved. I think if she was in another stable, she'd be in the champion hurdle. So for the short price favourites on the first day, I think she's the best value.
OK, well, I'm going to go for a horse trained, you won't be surprised to hear, by Dan Skelton, Alnadam, who runs in the Ultima Handicap Chase at 2:30. He's now a best price 15-2. I have to say I'm a little bit gutted about that, because when I looked through the race yesterday, he was in the region of 12-1. But this is a horse who looks like he could improve no end for stepping up in trip. He is the winner of a point-to-point over staying distances. I don't think they've got to the bottom of him yet, and I think he's still improving. It's a pretty tough race, isn't it, the Ultima? But I'm going to go for one that I hope is a little bit of value. So that's it for day one of our Festival 5. You can join us each day at 9:30 on the channels you're currently watching on. Thank you very much, Barry Geraghty. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Alex. Have a good one.
Thank you very much to Barry. And Declan, I hope you have got a very wide grin when we chat tomorrow morning. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, Alex. Well, if I go through the card, I mightn't be back tomorrow, so we'll see.
Oh, if he goes through the card, he will be back tomorrow. I can absolutely guarantee that. I will as well. So will Barry. We'll see you then.